AskReddit. What's something men do to impress women that actually impress women? Probably depends on the gal, but my wife always talks about how great it is that I don't just kind of shadow her at parties, but go have my own conversations and meet new people while still checking in every once in a while. Watching a guy get excited when they learn that we have the same interest in something they really like. Someone has said this before in one of these threads, but it really resonates with me, having a plant that he cannot smoke and is not dead. I always do stupid stuff to pretend to impress my girlfriend and make a big deal about it, and she just playfully rolls her eyes. But last week I flipped an omelette perfectly while mid-conversation, and it's the first time I've seen her look genuinely impressed in our 4 years together. Edit to spelling. Yes, I'm on mobile. Also, holy shit, I didn't know omelettes were such a big deal. I should have used these skills when I was younger. Cooking. I have an old junk truck and it sometimes doesn't start when I hit the key. Well, I had a woman in the truck and it wouldn't start, so I grabbed my screwdriver, popped the hood, and jumped the terminals on the starter solenoid, and the truck fired right up. She acted like I just discovered fire. Definitely wasn't trying to impress her, but she was definitely impressed. Make her smile. Now listen. My mom's only advice about women to me when I was a teen was always find out what makes the woman you like smile. I know it sounds dumb as teen, but now as a 40-year-old man, that advice is solid AF and has not wavered. What's great is that the formula works. See, if you have a shallow woman who just like material things, then money and shit like that will make her smile. If you have a woman that enjoys a simple hug and a kiss, that will make her smile. If you have a woman that enjoys lots of sex, then that will make her smile. So what better way to impress a woman than to get to know her and find out what makes her smile? Also, it is the test to see if you are compatible. Then you do your best to always put that smile on her face, and if you do that better than any other man, she's yours forever. Remember, most of the time you forget a person's actions, but you never forget how they made you feel. This is today's sap. Asterisk 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 edit. Thank you so much for the Reddit gold. Funny thing is, I was raised by a single parent, my mom, and growing up I was always embarrassed I only had a mom. Looking back in my relationship experiences, having a woman give me advice about women was probably the best thing to ever happen to me. I'm just passing it on what I've learned and what has worked for me. Equals. Asterisk 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 edit. Edit. Okay, generic things. 1. Learn how to cook 2 or 3 good solid meals. 2. Learn how to iron. 3. Be nice to all people. 4. Calm the fuck down. When you are with her, nothing else matters. Listen and enjoy her. 5. Observe things about her. Nail polish color, earrings, color of shoes. She put a lot of effort into those things to look good, so acknowledge the effort by simply remembering. There are a lot of other things, but like I said, all women are different. You gotta put in the work to find out how to bring that woman joy. As a man, that's your damn job anyways, right? If you don't, another man will, and then you'll really be screwed. Yes, yes, yes. If a man is interested in how I receive something, what it is that makes me smile, it's a big plus. You stated it much more eloquently, but I had to agree. My so and I are struggling recently, and this was worded just perfectly. Might have to cite you in a future conversation. When we were dating, my wife was impressed that I would always call when I said I would call. I generally do the things I say I am going to do. That alone put me leagues ahead of a lot of other guys. Cook for them. Seriously, when I was single, cooking a meal usually got a really good night afterward. I met my wife right as I was learning to cook good food. She was in college, barely eating 1 meal a day, usually ramen. Poor thing didn't stand a chance. Smelling nice. It shows they care, and also they smell nice. Grain of salt here. Some women are sensitive to colognes, and scented things do not overdo this. It's a huge turnoff if a guy smells like he works at the fragrance counter. Remember something I said in passing never ceases to amaze me and make me feel all giddy inside when a guy shows they were genuinely listening. Having a house or apartment they independently maintain and keep clean. I'm always self-conscious about my apartment. I have old ugly furniture, I can't afford a lot of decor, and I hate deep cleaning. But at the same time, most girls I've had over seem mildly impressed that I don't live in total squalor, so I guess it's all relative. As long as you have clean towels/bed sheets, your bathroom isn't frightening, and there's no mold growing anywhere, you are doing okay. Pro tip, get a houseplant. It helps. Apologize when they've made mistakes. Accept apologies when we've made mistakes. Edit. For simplicity, apologize and forgive. Everyone. Men and women. Help little old ladies. No joke. First snowstorm I was dating the mister, and still kinda sorta on the fence still as it was about a few weeks in. We pulled into his driveway and noticed a little old lady trying to fix her wiper that had broken off. Without batting an eye, he gets out, walks over, fixes it and comes back. Sealed the deal. Such a hunk. I got laid once because a girl saw me changing an old-ish, late 50s early 60s man's tire on the street. Take an interest in them and try to learn more about their areas of interest. Too often, people try to impress others with the bragathon method, but in reality, it's much better to make others feel like they are interesting too. Agreed. Even as a somewhat shy introvert, there's only so much listening to someone talk I can do. Even asking simple questions, or just knowing when to stop talking, can be much more appealing than someone who just goes and goes. Kindness. My mum always said you can tell a lot about a man by how he treats animals. I extend this also to how he treats wait staff at restaurants, curious children at the mall, crying babies in enclosed spaces. It's kindness to others that I feel impress me the most. I know you can be kind to me, you want in my pants. Being kind to those around him is more impressive in my book. I'm nice to small creatures and children, but once the child is like over 5 they need to learn some manners. The saddest thing I ever saw though was a child saying, "Mom, did you know there are different colored frogs?" As he was looking at a book, and his mom goes, "No there ain't, there's only green frogs." I felt like such a creeper, but I just had to tell the kid he was right. So I loaded up a picture of a dart frog on my phone, and when his meth parents were too busy fighting with each other I told him he was right and showed him a picture of a dart frog. Maybe it will inspire him, maybe it will teach him his own parents are morons, I don't know, but goddamn for some reason I couldn't let that kid think his tweaker mom was right. Edit. Holy smokes guys, didn't expect this to get so popular. I'm at work. Sadly I wish I made up this story but it really happened at a Winco. I love science and history thanks to my father, sci-fi and other fiction thanks to my mom, so I never want a kid to not want to learn or explore the world. Communication. If you don't want to go out or do something just let me know. If you don't like something just tell me. I won't judge you, I won't get mad, but I can't read your mind. After walking on eggshells with my ex for nearly 3 years, I feel that would be hardest for me, but also because of no more eggshells it also seems to be easier than I thought. Same. I was also in a 3-year relationship that got to the point I was scared to say anything without her getting mad. It's taking me a long time to adjust to new girlfriend. Even though we've been together 3.5 years now I struggle to speak my mind. Apparently banging your chest and screaming only works for gorillas. And Tarzan. Pretty sure being chiseled as Zuck works well for him. Personally, staying curious, loving to learn, and having an open mind. Treating his mother or sister or close female relative well. and with respect, gives a really good impression, emo. I think the parents of every GF I've ever had liked me more than my actual GF at the time, especially the dads. I showed up at a good female friend's house one time, never have and never will date, and she was like, "Are we all hanging out tonight?" And I had to explain to her that her dad invited me over to drink scotch, smoke cigars, and play poker with him and his friends. Somebody please say fixing things. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Listening to what I'm saying and retaining it for later. If I mention something in passing, and 2 weeks later the topic comes back up, and he still remembers exactly what I said to start there, and build from it, that's a panty dropper. Guy, oh, you work at me, yep, I've told you that 10 times, and you visited me there last week. Speak to them like they're not an alien species. Bar weep gra agna weep lini bang. Holy shit, I never thought I'd see this reference, ever. I like it when guys are nice to little kids. It's so cute. You may get tricked. I'm really nice to little kids, but I don't want any of my own. At a group gathering he will pick up or help with the dishes without being asked. I have been at so many group things where the girls just start doing the cleanup nonchalantly and the guys will hang. If a dude doesn't just offer, but jumps into doing the dishes. The silverware won't be the only thing getting wet. So the dishes get wet too then? No, she clearly means the area around the sink.